Vamos a revelar la gloria de Dios cuando el pueblo de Dios se libera. Cuando existe la compasión, la justicia, el bienestar para todos en este mundo. First example is, you may have seen the story of a group of youth and adults that were participating in what they call the Sunrise Movement, visiting Senator Dianne Feinstein, a video that now has gone viral, or at least clips of the video, to be fair. But in this, they made a visit to Senator Dianne Feinstein here in California to talk about the urgency and need for action on climate change. And really, if we think about this, I feel like we are not talking enough about climate change in our world, because the science is coming out, friends. If we do live the way that we're continuing to live, right? All things being equal, we continue to consume the way that we're consuming, we continue to use the amount of coal that we're using, all of the data points to the fact that in 12 years, we're going to be fundamentally shifted so much that we will not be able to reverse the trend. And so that means that we could very well start seeing all kinds of issues, grave issues that will affect everybody across the planet, things that we take for granted, like, what did we do this morning, right? How many resources did we use? Did we turn on the water faucet? Did we flush a toilet? Did we turn on the light? What did we do, right? All of those things might not be the way that they are. We might be fighting for the little water that there is. And it's a very stark reality that we have to shift the way that we live fundamentally to save ourselves and to continue to sustain a decent life on this planet. And so some of these kids, and I say kids, but really they were middle school and high schoolers, presented a proposal to Dianne Feinstein. And they were advocating for a particular piece of legislation called the Green New Deal. And so the Green New Deal was something pretty, some people might think it's very radical, but what it really calls for is to look at everything in our economy and how do we start creating sustainable jobs that's using renewable energy? How do we turn away from our reliance on things like coal and things that will not return, right? Non-renewable energy. And so they made their case, and there was an engagement, but part of the issue, and part of the reason the video went viral is because something about the way that Dianne Feinstein responded was more of a lecture towards the kids, as opposed to I think a better engagement that could have taken place. And like I said, the video that is seen on the web is a piece of it. In reading the whole transcript, there was some engagement in fairness to her, but I still think that she was left. She could have done so much more. If you think about kids coming to talk about stuff that's going to affect them and their future, right? Because in 12 years, they're the ones who are going to be the ones who have to deal with this. And, she kind of gave this attitude like, it can't be done, what you're proposing is too idealistic, no one can pay for it. Basically, I've been doing this for 30 years, I know what I'm doing, and by the way, how old are you? Oh, you didn't vote for me, right? And so, sort of this condescending approach overall. When she could have done something like, that's so amazing that you're here advocating for this. How amazing it is that you are teenagers and you already care about civic engagement. And I'm going to do everything that I can. Here are the challenges, right? Here's what I see. I've written legislation before, but let's look at the issues, right? Let's figure out how we can all work on climate change together. So I see the voice of these children. Like when Jesus said, let the children come to me, for theirs is the kingdom. Let's listen to what they have to say, right? And let's fight like hell so that we can create a world that they inherit that is not disastrous. And so I see their engagement and the folks that are part of this movement that are trying to breathe new life into a new sustainable planet. I see that as light. I see that as helping to reveal a piece of God's glory. And when I saw the video, I thought about that Bob Dylan song that said, the times they are a-changing, right? And I don't remember all the lyrics, but it said something about congressmen, right? Heed the call. don't block the pathway. Right? Get out of the way. Yeah, get out of the way. Because the times they are changing. Right? And so that's one point of light. Yo veo un ejemplo de la luz en este mundo en un grupo de jóvenes que visitaron a la senadora Dianne Feinstein en la pasada